Good morning. It is 7:30. Today's my first day on my 5-day reserve block, so I'm up early. I'm gonna edit a video and then go to the gym. Alrighty, gonna get this day rolling. Videos posted. I actually have the next video ready to be posted. I think it actually posted. It's 12:05. Yeah, so it posted at 12. On top of that, I made a to-do list. I don't know if y'all do to-do lists, but you should definitely make a to-do list. It makes you feel more motivated and confident after you start completing things. So I also just finished bidding for 4 trips. Shanleigh and I bidded for some trips. So trip 1 is a 3-day trip with a layover in Newark 2 of the times, and those have 2 spots open. Trip 2 was a DCA layover and then a Buffalo layover. That's a 3-day trip, 2 spots on that one. And then the 3rd trip we bidded for was just an Orlando turn, so we'd just fly down to Orlando and fly back. 2 spots, 1 day. And then trip number 4 was 1 spot. So it's a San Francisco layover, 24 hours. You get there at like 10 a.m. and then you leave the next day at like 8 a.m. So hopefully we get one of the 4 trips, and it'd be even better if we both got a trip together. So check back in with you guys later, but we're about to go to the gym, so we'll see you at the gym. Alrighty, it is 1:03, which means I'm officially off call today. So that's good. We're at the gym right now. Shanleigh and I are gonna crest the gym, and then I'm gonna go finish returning some stuff that I haven't returned yet from Christmas. And she's gonna get her nail polish thingies removed. I have no clue what it's called. I don't know. Just get her nails done after this, and then we're gonna do date night tonight. So last night we didn't get to do date night, so we're gonna do date night tonight. So we doing Mia Regaza?
Whatever you want.
We don't know yet. We're gonna do date night. Food's gonna be delicious. So we'll see you after the gym. I'll try and record some clips here. It looks pretty packed today, which I'm not happy about. But, you know, it's good that these people are, you know, starting their New Year's resolutions. And I hope they crush it. I do. I hope they stick to it. But I'll see you guys in a bit.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be grinning. These ladies know that I'm sinning, and this is just the beginning. I'm closing in the ninth inning. There ain't no point in resisting. Living life like a dream, live it right, that's the thing. Every night, got a team.
And then tell me when you want me to step in closer to the wrist.
Are you recording?
Yeah, I'm recording. Okay, so this is the wrong way. Oh. Do it one more time. Okay, wrong way. Alrighty. Right way.
What's up, everyone? We finished our workout at the gym. I did my Smolov squat program. If you guys are interested in like a squat program, it's an app called Smolov, SMOLOV. And it creates this squat program for you to get your squat higher. Also did shoulders today, so shoulder workout, check. Shanleigh, what'd you do? Legs?
Legs.
Shanleigh did legs. We just stopped at Dick's Sporting Goods. I returned some shorts, and I tried to return my jacket, but I had the wrong receipt, so I'm gonna have to go back and do that another time. So that didn't work out, but we're headed home now. It's 3:30. We're about to go get some dinner. So I'll see you guys when we get back to the house. This YouTube life is tough. Cabinet's closed. All right, guys, we're back from the gym. I want to talk to you all about post-workout. I don't know if you guys are into fitness or you're trying to learn about fitness, but if you are, I figured this is a good opportunity because I just talked about this with my coaching group. So I talked about anabolic versus catabolic. So an anabolic state is when your body is building lean muscle and it's using your fat stores for energy. And then when you're in a catabolic state, your body is going to be burning muscle and storing fat. So that's why I harp on the consumption of protein in my group, and why it's so important to get a source of protein in with every meal you have throughout the day. And reason being so is because your body needs at least 15 to 25 grams of protein for women, and then 30 to 35 grams for men every 2 to 3 hours to stay in a anabolic state. And what that's doing, like I said, is going to make sure that your body's not using your muscle for energy. It's going to be burning fat for energy instead. So now let's get into post-workout. Post-workout, you want a fast absorbing protein. So Formula 1 is good. There's other brands out there. Obviously, you don't have to get First Form. And then you want to mix a fast assimilating protein with a high glycemic carb. For instance, a high glycemic carb would be a sugar like gummy bears, but you don't want to do gummy bears because not all high glycemic carbs are created equal. So what you do is you combine the Ignition, high glycemic carb, Formula 1, fast assimilating protein into a shake post-workout, and what this is going to do, it's actually going to spike your insulin. Now, I'm not really a big fan of spiking your insulin throughout the day, mainly because I do intermittent fasting, and when you're in a fasted state, your body's insulin is like basically zero, which means your body's using its fat stores for energy. But post-workout, I'm a huge fan of it because what's going on when you're spiking your insulin is your body is going to be readily using all those nutrients fast, and it's going to be shuttling the protein and the high glycemic carb to your muscles for recovery and to replenish your glycogen stores. So that's a little rundown for post-workout and then anabolic versus catabolic. Also, I'm going to show you guys these shorts. Let me know what you think of them. So I ended up getting these green shorts. Figured it was kind of nice. It was a Christmas gift exchange, so I got those. All right, guys, so date night is official. Shanleigh and I both decided that since we're both on call at 3 in the morning, she's hiding behind the pizza box, but we decided we're gonna do takeout tonight. More comfy in our pajamas. Shout out to my buddy McCaffrey Landscape. So I got a buffalo chicken sub, and then she got a hamburger pizza. She doesn't want to be in it, but we're gonna watch Game of Thrones because she is just getting into it, and then I think we're gonna watch Bird Box. So we'll let you know how that Bird Box movie is here in a little bit, but I'm gonna enjoy this food. Alrighty, guys, so we just got done watching Game of Thrones. We ended up watching like 4 hours of Game of Thrones. So we finished season 1. I've seen shutting the door on me. I've seen Game of Thrones through probably 3 times in total, and this is Shanleigh's first time seeing Game of Thrones. So if you haven't seen Game of Thrones, you need to go check it out. It's probably one of the best shows that's out on television right now, besides The Punisher. The Punisher is awesome. But so I didn't get called today for a trip, obviously, and clearly none of the bids that I put in went through. So Shanleigh and I are both back on tomorrow. She's on at 3 a.m. I'm on at 2:35 a.m. I think I'm like positioned 4th within the 2:35 a.m. group for 4-day trips. I think she's positioned 4th for the 3 a.m. group. So I looked at the board as well to see if there's any trips, and there's no trips on the board tomorrow. So I think what happened was, like, everybody that took off for like the holidays, like Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, they took off those last 2 weeks of Christmas, and now they're just like scrounging, like taking any trips they can, because there's literally nothing on the board. And like I said, we tried to bid for trips and we didn't get anything. So that's a struggle. That's a struggle with being on reserve. Is, you know, you get paid a guaranteed minimum, but you want to go over your minimum to get more money. So it's tough. It's a struggle. Actually got a cool opportunity. So actually, you guys all said you wanted me to do a Q&A with, not really a Q&A, but you wanted a YouTube video on how to select crash pads and what would be best to either rent with some friends or to get into a crash pad or commute. So I actually have one of my buddies, Joe, that said that he would love to hop on a Zoom call with me. He just went from Boston to JFK base, And he said he'd be glad to answer those questions because he's somebody that has lived in a crash pad, a couple, and then he's moved to a third new one now in JFK. So he'll have some good information for you guys. And I don't know when that's going to be set up, but it'll be sometime this month. I'll post that video once me and him coordinate a time. So that quote, "Life will pay any price that you ask of it," by Tony Robbins, was in one of his talks, and he ended up like telling a story about how he just got done doing a talk show in Boston, and he went for a walk. It was like late at night. He was doing a walk down Copley Square, and he ended up stumbling upon a homeless guy. And before he even like ran into this homeless guy, he just said, "Oh great, what's this guy gonna do? Ask me for money?" And it kind of goes along with like, life will pay any price that you ask of it. So like, kind of going into saying that like, whatever your thoughts are and whatever you're thinking will come to fruition. Like, you know, so you think it, it'll happen basically. So as he starts walking, the homeless guy stumbles upon him. He goes, "Hey mister, can I get you a quarter or something?" And in his mind, he's battling with, should I help this guy, give him a quarter so he can go like splurge and all these wrongdoings and drinking, or should I give him the quarter so he can forget about these wrongdoings that he's doing? And he ends up pulling out a stack of money he has, and he's got a stack of ones, but they're wrapped in 100s, and it was because his mentor told him he needed to get out of his poor mindset. So he grew up in a poor family, and he kind of had a poor mindset, and he never thought he was going to be or amount to anything. So he lacked confidence, and he said, "You know what you should do? Just get 100 and get a stack of ones, and then wrap it in a money clip, and then every time you pull it out, it'll be kind of like an incentive or something that like you look at and you're like, oh, I do have money." So this homeless guy asks for the quarter, pulls out the 100s, make sure the homeless guy sees this, and then he fumbles through the ones and he finds a quarter. And before he gives this homeless man the quarter, that's when he says, "Life will pay any price you ask of it." And he walks away, and the old guy goes, "You're creepy, I guess," or whatever. And what I got from it was that this whole talk was basically on the law of attraction, and how you are like a percent of who you surround yourself with, and what kind of people you surround yourself with. So and that's what he did. He surrounded himself with a bunch of people that were like-minded like himself, and he pursued what he was passionate about, which was motivational speaking. And it all switched up for him when he changed his mindset. So basically what I'm getting at with this whole long spiel is that if there's something that you want and you think it's out of reach, it's most likely not out of reach. It's just your mind limiting you to reach your potential or to reach what you want to do in life. So think positive thoughts, and you should be able to get to where you want to be. But with that, I'm gonna go brush my teeth and head to bed, because that would suck if somehow they call me at 2:30 in the morning. So it's 11 right now. So see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's day 2 of Reserve out of 5. Good night.